Well, what has happened is that at 15:10 UTC, Team Vestas Wind contacted the race control and informed us that they had run aground on a reef on the St. Brandon archipelago, about just over 200 nautical miles northeast of Mauritius. And they reported that they were stuck on the reef. They were all safe. All the crew were in good health. No one was injured, and but they were currently stuck on the reef. They had broken both rudders on the boat, and we have also learned about some damage to the stern compartment, which has had an ingress of water. And that's what the first information we had was. Well, at Volvo Ocean Race Control, the first thing that happens on our site is that we then activate our crisis management plan. So we convene the crisis management team here to assist the team as best as possible, to plan and prepare for possible scenarios. And we have since then been in contact constantly with the boat. As well, we also directed Team Alvimedica to the location, so they are now standby next to the boat. We've also been in contact with the Maritime Rescue Operations in Reunion Island and Mauritius. So they are now also assisting us and the boat, and as well with a Coast Guard station on some of these islands very close to where Vestas Wind has grounded. So that's what's happened since the announcement. Since the original phone call, the boat has reported that the status is stable. It has not deteriorated. But they have made the best possible preparations for abandoning the boat. However, the advice from the rescue operations is to do that at daytime. So we are still waiting for daylight, which will now be in a couple of hours, for that to happen. And the team is currently stable on board the boat. They, however, deployed their life rafts in case they have to enter into the life rafts for some reason. But they are currently stable on the boat. And come daylight, the plan is for the team to abandon the boat with the assistance of both this local Coast Guard station, which has apparently a rib located on the island with twin engines, as well as using Team Alvimedica for assistance, which is standby at the moment. And then that operation will conduct as soon as there is daylight. Now, the first priority for us now is the safety of the crew. That is the absolute #1 priority. Then, when we have the crew safely on land, which we are now hoping to do as soon as we have daylight, we will then investigate further in what is the status of the boat. But I'd like to highlight that the first priority for us is the safety of the crew. In the Volvo Ocean Race, obviously, we have the ability to use other boats racing as assistance in emergency. So when Team Alvimedica is now assisting Team Vestas Wind, they can seek compensation for this afterwards and be compensated for the time they have used to rescue and assist Team Vestas Wind. So they are currently on standby and supporting as best as they can.